On Facebook, someone's asking if it has a CD player. It does. A CD player. It's called an optical drive. You can burn CDs. You can play movies. You can make your own movies, edit them, and burn them. You know, you could your DVD collection that you've saved the last 30 years. You could use it in this computer.
I tell you, you know, I always tell people to look at computers from HSN, but especially this time of year when we have the return policy to January 31st. You know, when you walk into a computer store, you usually, in fact, when you walk into the big white store in the mall, you know how long you have to live with your computer before you decide if you're going to keep it or not?
I think it's 2 weeks.
You have 15 days. Yeah. Right. It's 100 now, only because it's the beginning of October, so that makes it the longest period of the year. It's almost 120 days to make sure you love your computer. And it's a customer pick, so frankly, we don't get many of these back, but I think when you invest in a computer like this, you want a certain level of security. You want to be able to multitask. You want to be able to watch your movies in full, beautiful, big screen. You want to hear, I'll even open up our, look, that's our cam. I'm just gonna jump in front of it for a minute. That's the webcam, beautiful high definition webcam built in as well. But you wanna know you're gonna love it. So when you get this home and you get the additional $529 of software, when you see how easy it is to set up, when you see that all you have to do, and this is literal, this is not an exaggeration.
And take us through the ports in the back. I don't know if you can see it more in the white.
I'll show you.
I actually think that maybe.
I think I'll be able to do, I think I'll be able to show you pretty well here. I'll try to get you a good view.
Okay, there you go, that's right, there you go.
I've done this before. All right, so here we go. This might surprise you, but
this isn't your first rodeo.
Okay, so there's 4 USB ports on the back. Okay,
I was like, Helen, I got this. Okay, that made me laugh.
But I'm glad you said that because I wouldn't have thought of it. So there's 4 USB ports. Which actually, this thing that's plugged in now is called a dongle. This dongle allows remember, we're including a wireless mouse. And we're including a wireless keyboard. So with the wireless keyboard and the wireless mouse, that's what allows them to work. Then there's 3 more USB ports. I know these are questions we've been getting on Facebook Live. This is an Ethernet port. So if you want to connect the computer to any sort of network or to maybe hardwire it. Wireless AC is built in here though. That's the latest wireless internet protocol. You remember 802.11b, 802.11g. A lot of us remember those.
No.
Well, this is the latest. Just know that this is 2 to 3 times faster, the wireless built in here, okay? That's an HDMI port, so you can send high def video and high definition audio. That's a place for earbuds. Now, I wanna show you something cool. I wanna show you a couple things cool on the front, actually. This right here is my, oh, there we go. I don't know why I closed all my stuff. There we go, now there's stuff open for you. This is a full speaker bar. The sound on this, in fact, this is
like edge to edge speakers?
It's full edge. Wow. I'm gonna turn up the volume, which you can do in lots of different ways, but I just wanted to show you with the wireless keyboard, there's these really cool hotkeys across the top. So if you notice, as I'm touching this, it's turning up. See how that's turning up the volume right there? I'm turning up the volume. I just think that's really cool. And I wanted to show you, where'd my piano go? Let's see. Maybe I can find it over here. I've got this really cool little piano program that I was going to use to show you sound. Let's see if I can find it just like this real fast.
I feel like you had it up in the background.
Yeah, I did for a minute. I don't know what it is. Here we go. Piano time. There we go. It's right here. So yeah, I want y'all to hear the sound. Listen. I mean, this is really hot. Listen, you can play chords.
Oh, come on, Aaron. We know you really can play. He actually can play really good, so.
All right, so I just wanted y'all to hear the sound. The sound is
you really, can get lost in that all day.
It's fun. Well, when you have this kind of quality, I mean, they really skimped on nothing. One other cool thing actually 2. I'm sorry, so many things to tell you about. So I want to show you this on the bottom, I think. Yeah, this is a place for if you have a card like an SD card, an XD card. They keep it really accessible. You don't have to get around to the back. You can just plug it in right there. Oh. And then the power, though, I just want to show you the power too, so you don't.
Yeah, like where's the on button?
It's right. It's right here.
Okay.
So, and I do want to get you a good angle to make sure you can see it. It's right where my finger is. There you go.
Oh,
you can see that, right? So there's the on button. You just reach around your computer at the bottom, you press it, and then right above that, if we go up just a little bit, right above that is where your optical drive is.
Well, I'm going to do a shout out to Dee and John and Andrea, and lots of people are saying hi to us, like Gina or Grace and Dean and Andrea, and a lot of people are saying, hey, how are you? And we love it, and they say it looks really cool. A lot of people love the way it looks. So you have black, white. We also have a burgundy. I just wanted to, okay, let me give you an update. Let me just run over here.
While we have a burgundy.
There's only 60 left in the burgundy. It's a very deep color. So this is kind of, it can be a great neutral for your office. So this is the burgundy. And Aaron, I want you to show everyone that thing you were telling me about where you can do the privacy thing.
Oh yeah, I want to show you.
I'm not quite sure how to do it, but I want you to show everybody.
I wanted to just pull the burgundy back a little bit because when it's on the lower level like that, see how sometimes it looks kind of dark?
Yeah, you're right. Yep,
but when you tilt it back, that's really the color of the burgundy. So
it's like a plum, kind of a really pretty.
It's my favorite. Yeah. I think it's really gender neutral and just frankly just a little special, a little different.
It is, and I think, is that color exclusive to us here?
If it's not, we are probably,
I haven't seen it.
We are one of 2 or 3 retailers in the country that have that color. It's really hard to find.
And like I said, we don't have a lot of those. But you know, I always, I was gonna say, you know, every time I turn on the TV, there's some scary thing about people like, you know, watching you through your webcam. And some people take a piece of tape and put it over their camera. But this one's got something built in, right? Quick
little backstory. I've met this guy 10 times and I can't think of his name, which is so embarrassing. There's a head designer for HP, okay? He does sort of like the aesthetic design on all the computers. This guy's, I cannot believe I can't think of his name right now. It's so embarrassing.
He'll come to you right after the show.
If my HP friends are watching. But anyway, when he walked me through the design of this computer, he was so proud, and I think with good reason, of aesthetically how the computer is built. It appears to float. It's actually, just so you know, it's inspired by like the Eames chair, like some of those mid-century modern chairs. That's, when you see that, now you can kind of get that, right?
Yeah,
so he was really, and I agree, so proud of that, of the edges that have essentially an infinity edge, and then this was the other thing that's brand new, and I think it was so bright. You know, it's a little thing, but it's so cool. There is a privacy protector on the top. So we'll get as close as we can here. Can you all see this? Yeah, you can, look. Do you see what that is?
Isn't that cool?
And that is just a built-in, so.
It's like camera?
No camera. Do it again. Camera. No camera.
I have never seen that built into a computer, and I feel like moving forward, they all should do that now.
I think everybody will, frankly. You know,
yeah, because sometimes you're like, okay, just me, you know.
If you're worried about,
or you're worried about
privacy, if you have, you know, teenage daughters, if you have kids that are in college, et cetera. Now again, Viper antivirus really protects you beautifully from those kind of concerns. You should have it, but an extra level of protection never hurt anyone. And I don't care how good they are, if they get into your computer and that's closed, there's nothing they can do with the camera.
I'm trying to read Facebook. I'm getting lost in it. I don't understand. They're talking about Adam Friedman now, and I don't know what they're saying. All right, anyway. Okay. You know, you guys are chatting among yourselves.
Oh, it does have Bluetooth. You guys were.
Oh, it does have Bluetooth. Okay,
asking that. Yeah, optical drive built in, optical CD drive, and it is, by the way, it's a not just a player. It's a burner as well. So it burns music, burns data. You know what we should do in our last minute or two, if it's okay?
Yes.
We should show you. I'd like to show you how much you can store on a full terabyte drive, and we have, I think, actually 3. This AMD processor, I've barely talked about it. It's awesome for gaming. It has an accelerated processing unit built in. So first of all, how much can you store on the computer in terms of games and music and movies and all that good stuff on this, our this day only computer for about 2 more hours? You can store 250 hours of high definition video. It's a lot of video, about 1,000 hours of standard def video. You can store 320,000 photos, so that's about 1/3 photos, 16,000 hours of music, which is around 150,000 songs. So, you know, the point is you're not gonna run out of storage on this computer, anytime soon by any stretch of the imagination. We're gonna move right on to these AMD videos. AMD is the processor that's built in. Super powerful processors. This is the AMD A9 on more mobile computers. It gives a long battery life. Sharp and vivid video, particularly for your computer because it's a 1080p high definition screen. Seamlessly run all your favorite apps at the same time. You saw I have 7 or 8 apps running. Power boost when you need it. It uses power intelligently. And it has what's called an accelerated processing unit. What in the heck is that? Accelerated processing unit takes what are normally 2 separate computer components and combines them together so that the computer doesn't have to share as much information between the components in order for it to work graphically. Let me explain that in just a little bit different way. I'll explain it to you live. So, most computers have a central processor and they have a graphics processor. The central processor gets the information and then it sends it to the graphics card or the graphics processor. It usually takes about 3 processes to do that. So it takes a little bit of time. In this computer, those things are interlaced into one unit. So as soon as the thought happens, it's immediately on the screen. There's not all these steps that it has to go through. That's when we say it games better, it edits video better, it edits photos better, it's better for your video experience. It's because there's the built-in accelerated processing unit. That's exclusive to AMD. AMD is the only company that has that. If you like to watch videos, if you like to stream Netflix, someone even mentioned, I think Nana mentioned, or Nana, that Netflix and Hulu, and I think they said they stream Dish or something like that. They particularly really enjoyed those things on this computer. Someone's asking about the contrast ratio. Oh, that's a good question. Gosh, that's a very technical question. Let me double check and see if I've got my notes here. I'll see if I can find the contrast ratio.
And they want to know if it has good graphics either. It has
great graphics. That's what I was just talking about. The graphics are unsurpassed. The graphics are excellent in this computer because of the accelerated processing.
By the way, we have fewer than 100 in white. The burgundy is the most limited. I think we have like 40 left in burgundy, 40, and then the rest of the quantity in the black. Remember, you have an entire year to pay this off with no interest, no fee if you use the HSN credit card. It's called VIP financing. It's about $57 a month if you do even payments. You can get an HSN card by going to hsn.com, putting HSN card in the search, and you also get like a coupon for money off your first single item purchase. I think it went up to $20 recently. I think it did. So,
I can tell you it's a WLED backlit display and it's 1080p. You stumped me on contrast ratio though.